Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Good morning, brothers. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Um, I know right now that it's early in the morning, and most of you brothers are getting ready to start your day, go to work, start making investments, start making plans. But I want to tell you something that I hold to my, I really hold dear. That I always tell my sons that if you're gonna, if you want to be able to stand, and this is something that black men that we need to take very seriously. That um black men, we must be able to build our own, especially if we want to stand on our own. I watch I was watching this special on the news, and it was telling like, how they can help the community or what they can do for it, or how can they help help out the black community. And I'm gonna say this, I don't see any other news segments that talk on helping other people or coming in and sweeping in. And the reason why I say, as black men, this is very important, that we need to learn how to just do for ourselves. No outside interference, no help. I know a lot of people think that, Joe, that's pretty fucked up. I'm speaking dearly from the heart because I believe, but I myself had done it. I I used to, whenever I needed food, I would go to my mom's house get food. Um, I was asking for money, and she would always say like, "Damn boy, like when are you gonna do better?" Or "We need to up yourself." And I was like, "Man, mom, get off my back." But I could help but understand that what she said was true. That when am I gonna do better? And we gotta understand, especially as men, that people are gonna keep talking smack about us. They're gonna keep on saying like, when are you going to step up? When are you gonna do what you need to? It's even down to the point where our kids say this to us, like, man, daddy ain't about nothing. Good morning, good morning, good morning, brothers. And we need to be honest that society is going to keep on using us as the punching bag. Society is going to keep on saying that we need self-correction until we, as black men, we just own up and say, listen, we just need to fix ourselves. I'm not looking for people to come and fix my home. I'm not looking for people to come and self-correct my woman. I understand that me as a man, I need to develop me and myself, get myself together, build for myself. When I go to work, I put in that time and effort and that discipline to make sure that I'm squared away. When I crank up my vehicle and I do what I need to do, I make sure that I have done what I need to do. This is not something where you can point the finger at any other type of minority or affiliation and say, yo, it's your fault why I'm screwed up. At some point as a man, we got to just own up and say, listen, what happened, happened. What can I do today? You see, self-pity is out the window for you, black man. It's gone. I haven't, I don't really listen to men who talk about blame this guy, get mad at this guy, chase down this dude. Y'all can do all that shit if you want. And y'all can keep on waiting for that goddamn handout. But you see, this is why the world passes you by, because when you got brothers coming over from Africa, you got brothers coming from the Caribbeans and South America, in different places, and they starting out with nothing, and they're still beating your black ass. You lose all type of credibility and validation, and for that, you can't talk your shit. You can't say that we built this country, but then they look at you now and they say, well, what the hell are you building now? You can't talk your trash and say, well, Black men, we do this in the bedroom and we run this and we run that. But then when they look at your situation, they don't see you measuring up to par. This is why I say it's an individual walk. I get up early in the morning, make sure that my kids are going to be ready for school, make sure that they're off and ready to go, make sure that the vehicles have gas in them. I make sure that I have myself squared away. How many of y'all can say that you got that down pat? And I mean, it's not even about you having to have kids or a woman or anything. How many of y'all can say that right now you're building towards your betterment of a future? You see, brother, nobody's going to take you serious until you take yourself serious. And because you're not taking yourself serious in the situation that's before you, people are going to constantly walk over you. When you start to build up your own brand, castle, your name, what your guides and morals, it's okay when people don't want to walk with you, because if you're the one that's always constantly building for yourself by yourself, when people walk away, you don't lose no type of temperament or pace, because you've been doing it for so long by yourself. You don't lose anything. When I started wanting to do right by me and for me, a lot of people say, yo, Joe, you switched up, you changed. Yeah, you're right. I did switch up and change, because the route that I was going before, it wasn't working. And a lot of you brothers, you understand what I'm saying, because you are in the same boat as me. This is why you look at a lot of brothers when they start talking about that conviction of you need to pull up your bootstraps and get it together, or I came from where you came from and look at me, I'm doing better. You can't get mad at those brothers, because you got to ask yourself, well, what are you doing to change your life? I know brothers who are traveling across the world just to go to school. I know men who are leaving out the country and starting up their own business. I know men who go to other places where they don't even know the language, and they start to build up themselves to where they have some type of credibility among the people. You see, you can't say that we as men, especially black men, we're not capable of such feats. But see, you got to envision yourself. What are you going to build today to make you stand out on your own tomorrow? You don't need the validation of a woman or a man to tell you to go out there and do something. After a while, I got tired of laying down under that broken AC and on that damn mattress and saying, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. I want to do better. I should have better. I deserve better. And you see, when I got to that level of thought and logic, I understood that either I'm going to risk all or I'm going to gain nothing. And I can, if I show you all the scars, the mental strain and everything, and some days I'll go without food. I take like a pack of graham crackers and a jug of water, and those days that built up the fundamentals of endearment for me. No one can take away from me what I have today, because I busted my ass for it. And you see, there's some men out there who have that determination, and they have that type of endearment in their mind that you can't take this from me, because I built this on my own. And even if it were to fall tomorrow, I can build it up the next day. You see, that kind of man is a valuable asset to black manhood, because he does not need no type of people to stand by him to hold him up. He can do it on his own. Not to say he don't have a plethora of brothers at his disposal that he can talk to and say, hey, you do this and I do this. Maybe if we come together on some things, we can both build something even more. And yes, and that's how it should be for a lot of us as black men. I know right now it's early in the morning, but I really want to do this talk with you guys, because I feel like you men, you deserve this. You need to hear that you can build on your own. You can stand on your own, but you got to be willing to want it. Everybody ain't going to want to do this, man. That's why I say it's an individual walk. And that's good, because if everybody can do what you're capable of, would it honestly be you standing out on your own? You don't have to have everybody with you. Everybody ain't meant to be an MOT. Everybody ain't meant to be a Mobu, a Jay, a Joe. You gotta understand, this is why these females, when they do stuff for themselves, by themselves, and you as a man come around, they're like, you can't tell me shit. You didn't build this. You didn't do nothing for me. For 18 years, I did it all by myself. So this is why a lot of them say what they say to you, black men, because you gotta understand, until you start building for your own and doing for yourself, nobody's going to really want to fuck with you. Nobody is really going to want to hand out to you because you're not giving yourself the 100% grade A expectations and beliefs and work ethic that you deserve. And because you're not doing that, you can't ask anybody else to step in and help you. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but it's true. Stop having these women come around and start trying to tell you how you need to be a man. You need to figure that out for yourself, what you as a man need to be. You don't need no woman trying to tell you how to be no man. You don't need nobody to try to tell you where you need to step up as a man. That stuff right there, when people start having to tell you and critique you on what you need to be, are you really being a man as you need to be? See, let me break that down. I had a woman telling me at one time when I was talking to her a long time ago how I need to dress to be more presentable to society. Mind you, I didn't feel comfortable with the clothes that I was wearing. First of all, I was going by what a woman was telling me to wear. Second off, I was going also by, and I know some of y'all will be, well, there's nothing wrong with a woman telling you what to wear. I mean, it makes, maybe she wants you to look nice. No. First of all, what I feel comfortable in doing and wearing should be done by me. And you see, that's the thing about it. A lot of y'all get pushed out of y'all comfortable zone or what makes you stand out as a man because of the appeasal or the approval of other people. And in her trying to set certain standards or me hanging around certain people that were, having me do all kind of stuff, it was setting me back. It was setting me back. And though some people were saying that, hey, you know what, Joe, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, everybody does it. And I'm like, well, I'm not everybody. And where the hell is everybody when I need somebody to help me stand up? See, I understood that, you know what? This is something that individually I have to do for myself. And because that, I came to that realization, I started taking steps back and doing for me. I started wanting better for me, even down to doing the YouTube channel. Nobody has to tell me to turn on this mic, do the research, put this stuff together. This takes time and work, people. It takes time and work. I don't do this for no money. YouTube don't pay enough. It don't. And really, by the way the rules be changing, really, I mean, I'm working my behind off so that way I'll have my own platform. I don't need YouTube after a while. I want to be able to put money in my pocket alone. I don't want to support other people's cause that is not aligned with mine. Black men, you need to get to that level where you're like, yo, when am I going to get tired of supporting and doing for other people and building their house up, but I haven't even built mine? That's a fair assessment to say. And a lot of you men, you know this to be true because time and time again, when you look at the years that you have done, wasted, and gone by trying to pull up other people rather than just pull your own self up, you tend to learn that, yo, I need to just leave these people alone, put down this shovel and hammer, go over to my own plot of land, let me break the ground, clear it out, clear out all the, drain the swamp, and do for myself. When you as a black man get to that level, trust me, there's nothing they can tell you on how you need to stand up as a man because you've been doing it alone for yourself for so long. What can anybody tell you after so much? This is why it's hard for a lot of you brothers to step to a woman. to step to society. This is why a lot of people can come up and check your black ass, because you haven't been doing it for yourself in a while. But not to say you can't do it, but you just haven't tried to. Don't wait till you get old and your body can't do what it can do now. Do it now. Every time you get your paycheck, put some money aside to learn how to invest in yourself. Every time you get an opportunity to rise above at your job, do it for yourself. Do it for you. Man, I just don't want that type of attention. Yes, it's okay if you get that attention. All eyes on you. That should make you want to do better. Understand this. LeBron has all eyes on him when he goes on that court every time he doggone dribbles that ball. But he understands that, listen, I have a purpose or something I need to do for me. I'm maybe on this team, but guess what? I'm on Team LeBron first. I got to do for me. I got to get my checks. I got to get my money up. I got to get my investments up. See, black men, you got to get to that level. You don't have to try to do and try to appease everybody. Appease yourself first, man. Do for yourself. Pleasure yourself first. Dive into the wines and the fruits and delectables of doing for yourself. There's nothing like when you can turn on your own lights to something that you worked hard for. Take yourself out on a vacation sometime, brother. Splurge on yourself, not on some woman, but splurge on yourself. We as men need to start learning how to put ourselves first. We need to learn how to start doing for ourselves first. If y'all don't believe me that women are doing that now, then look around you. Because right now, our women are doing more for themselves than doing for you. And you want to know why? But they understand that right now, this black man has gone into lazy mode. I can't depend on him right now. I ain't say everybody, but I'm saying that this is where we're at. And until us as men, we start to realize that, listen, if we don't start to stand up and do it for ourselves, who will? If I can't build my own, I can't talk shit to the next man telling him that he need to get right, he need to do this, he need to stay out my country. We're gonna be like, no, well, nigga, you wasn't doing anything. You wasn't trying to build anything. So how the hell you gonna tell me I can't take this land, I can't take this opportunity, and you haven't been doing shit since you've been here for almost 200 years? You can blame the white man as much as you want and sit there and pity patty, but see, understand, this white man is still building. That Hispanic man, now he's building. The Asian man, he's been building. Nobody is going to stop for you, black man. I want you to hear me when I say this. Not even the women and the children. You understand? You got women and children coming out here. Now they're starting to get into the entrepreneurial game. What excuse do you have now? And I say this out of love because I don't want you brothers to fall asunder. And I see you guys standing there looking bummed up, depressed, and all kind of ate up. And then you say, oh, somebody give me a handout. No, brother. Understand. Give your own self a goddamn handout. Reach into your pocket and put it in your hand. You need to do that. Nobody else. You can't act and tell people what you require of them, but you haven't required anything of yourself. And until you do that, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to listen to you. This is why society does not respect you as they should. This is why when it comes to politics, nobody comes up to you and says, hey, black man, what do you want? They'll go to your woman. They'll go to that little kid. They'll go to everybody else, but they don't come to you, black man. And you know why? Because you haven't been building for yourself as you should. You haven't been putting your staple in the sand and showing that, hey, I am somebody valid. Respect me, damn it. And until you start doing that, you can't ask for other people to sympathize and get behind you. I've been putting time into my page, into my YouTube, into my doggone investments, into my business, into my family, into my children, my woman. You got to learn. You got to start doing for yourself, and better yet, do for you first. I don't feel no type of shame when I put me first. I told this to my kids. Daddy, you didn't feed us. I gotta eat. I gotta eat first. What about us? I'm gonna eat first. I've already started eating my food. You didn't want to eat when I was cooking for myself. I told you to come in the kitchen and get the food ready. Help me get the food ready. You didn't want to do that. So now you're gonna sit there, watch me eat, and when I finish eating, then I'm gonna come feed you. Guess what? Next time, every time I go in that kitchen to start preparing food, guess what? Them kids run up right behind me, start grabbing the pots and pans, and start helping me prepare the food. See, I'm teaching my children that if you want your own, you got to come in there and get dirty in the kitchen with me. Now, my son early in the morning on Saturdays, he gets up and makes his own breakfast. Hell, I was surprised one morning he came to me and he brought me a doggone bagel. Had the cream cheese put on there, nicely spread. Even, he had to clean up a little bit of the kitchen that he messed up, but I was impressed because he's becoming self-sufficient, where he doesn't have to rely on his father to feed him. He does it for himself. My daughters, they don't rely on their father to have to come in there and have to get the shower ready for them to go wash up. They say, Daddy, I'm gonna go get ready. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. They'll run right in the bathroom, shower up, wash up, lotion themselves down, and put on their clothes and say, look at me, Daddy. And I said, God damn, look at you. You did that, baby, not me. You see, it starts at a young age, but some people didn't get it at a young age. But I would ask you right now, brothers, what do you want? Do you want to be respected? Do you want people to respect you? And if so, I ask you right now, what are you willing to do for yourself? And even if you don't get that respect, you need to understand you need to start doing for yourself. Nobody's going to pity you. Nobody cares about your sob story. I damn sure don't. Well, guys, this has been real. I wanted y'all guys to get to hear this, especially you black men. I want y'all to definitely take this to heart. Like the video, support the video. We're going to be hopefully doing more work with more brothers coming out and trying to support them. We're going to be trying. Also, we have, I believe we also have the, what's it called? Black Men's Congregation. Excuse me. It is early in the morning, so I'm still I haven't had my coffee. We have Black Men's Congregation. I encourage a lot of you brothers to join Black Men's Congregation. We have brothers who are now starting to step up and do things big in the world, and I'm very proud of those brothers. They are actually making investments in themselves. They are buying stuff. They are actually they're recreating the imagery of how they want to be viewed as a black man. And until we get to that level of expectation, we have a long way to go. You possibly have a long way to go. I don't know what you're doing right now, but I know what you need to do is start building. All right, guys, this is Joe from Black Male Talk. I thank you for taking the time to listen to me early in the morning. You have a safe morning and you need to take care. All right. Peace.